Hey, what's going on guys, Inferno here back with another video. So today's video is kind of simple but not really that simple. I mean, this is basically just a bunch of high ground retakes for beginners, that is. So you're gonna have to be pretty decent at building and editing if you want to be quick at these. So I'd recommend you guys train out your building and editing before you do this. So let's just get right into it. The first one, pretty simple. You place a ramp, you place a ramp, you place a pyramid, you edit these two sides. Now you could edit only this one, but I'd recommend doing both of them, because when you're doing a high ground edit like something like this and then you do this, you're really gonna need editing like both of them here. So that's why I recommend doing both of them. So why don't we give it a tour again? Ramp, pyramid, edit both parts. Ramp, pyramid, edit. Well, I'm kinda laggy. Oh wow, I'm really laggy. But at least you guys got the basic gist of it, you know? It's something like this. Now, I'd recommend you guys to like do it every step, every ramp instead of every other ramp, because if you are able to do it really quickly, all your enemy is gonna see is like this, like the breaking of pyramids. So all he's gonna see is that, and it will make it really hard for your enemy to be able to actually get a few shots on you, because he's not gonna have definite aims of where you are unless he's aimbotting. Okay, I'm trying to break that. Well, why don't we get into the second one? This is kind of the second and third one, if I'm being honest. It's kind of a mix of both, but you guys will see what I'm talking about. So you have a ramp above you and you have another ramp above you, right? Something like this setup, and then you just do this. So there are two methods of doing this. Both of them are pretty simple. The first one, you look in the middle of both the ramps, like right over well, that sucks. So why don't I go back up here and show you guys again. So the first method is going to be, you look in like the middle. Oh my god, why am I breaking? You look at the middle of both the ramps and you just build up. It should automatically happen. The other thing is, you look down, then you look up, look down, look up, look down, look up. But it doesn't really matter, because it's going to build it together anyways. Now, if you kind of want to make this better, this is where the third one comes in. You can do something like this. Combine both of the previous ones. Now, this one is slightly harder, because as soon as you break the pyramid, you're gonna have to place a ramp above you, or else something like this is gonna happen. So you edit this, you place it too late, and you're doing this, and your enemy just beams you. Okay. So I'd recommend like training out with something like this. Just place this here, right? You place this here and you place the ramp there, and then you just try to edit it in like whatever way you want to edit it, and just place it again until you get like the timing perfect, right? So that you don't fall off and your enemy doesn't really have a chance to shoot you. Again, this one is pretty simple too, right? So why don't we get on to the fourth one technically. Now the fourth one technically is pretty simple. All you need to do is, well, I'll show you that in a second, but as I was saying, you need to do a lot of building, but so it requires a lot of math. But the thing with that is, your enemy is not going to be able to shoot you down easily. So why don't we get right into it? So you do something like this, okay, and then you place this, and then you continue it all over again. You know, pretty simple, right? And some of you probably even got what I was doing. So why don't I explain what I did there to those of you who did not understand. So what I'm doing is that, okay, let that break. So I'm doing this, I'm doing the first edit, and after I like break the pyramid, I'm going a few steps forward, and then I'm doing a 180. So I'm guessing you all know how to do a 180, and instead of doing a simple 180 like I just did, I'm doing something like this. So instead of doing this, I'm doing, no, you kind of have to do that, But hold up, let me break everything. Okay, and we're back. So instead of just breaking, like, instead of doing something like this, you have to do it more like this. You place this, you look down, place a wall, you look up, place another wall, turn around, and it should build kind of a box for you automatically, and then you just do that. Pretty simple, right? Something like that. Now you could place one over there, but I usually don't, because if you're doing this, your enemy is probably going to be above you and you probably shouldn't care. So this is what I would recommend. Now the reason I'm placing this there, looking up, turning around and doing this, is because as soon as we do this, we're gonna have to start it again. So like this, right? And then you turn around and then do it again. Pretty simple, right? I mean, let me show it to you. Actually kind of laggy. So you do this, you edit out, you do this, you go a few steps, you do this, and then you start again. So that's the good part of doing it. So why don't we get back down and I can show you the final one, and the one that requires the least editing, but it's probably one of the most effective ones till date for me, I guess. It's probably one of the most effective ones I've seen in a second. Okay, so the last and final one is a side jump. Now, side jump I'm going to be showing you guys is very simple, and it's very simple technique I'm just going to show you guys. So you place a few ramps and then you place a pyramid, and then you just jump out the side and place the floor below you. Now the reason I couldn't do it there is because you require a lot of momentum. Oh my god. Okay, well, this video game hates me. Okay, so as I was saying, it requires a lot of momentum, so you're gonna have to be running while you do it, and you're gonna have to jump. Now the thing, what most people do is that they jump too late, so they end up hitting their heads, right? They end up hitting their heads on the pyramid, so they do something like this and then they hit their heads and fall. So the trick to fixing that is basically jumping early. Now when you're jumping early, what happens is that you have to jump around the half place. So you're jumping and then you can place the thing below you. Now a lot of people think that if I jump from here I won't be able to make it, but you actually can. It's better than like making it late, that you jump a bit early. So not like too early or else like something like that's gonna happen, but just at like around the midpoint, not even exactly at the midpoint, somewhere around the midpoint. Okay, right there I jumped a bit late, so there's a kind of natural thing for you there, like a natural example of what happens. Okay, so just gonna show it to you once more. You jump, like you can like jump a bit early instead of too late, or like something, you can catch yourself, but you're gonna have to be really quick with it. Okay, so hey guys, this is kind of a simple trick to like reinforce your side jumps. It is pretty simple. So you're just doing floor roll ramps and then you go out and then you do a side jump. Pretty simple. It's kind of reinforced, and then you can start doing your floor roll ramps or whatever you want again. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If you're new, sub for more. My next video is probably gonna be about like a few box fight tricks for like duos and stuff. So yeah, that's it. See you guys in my next vid. Goodbye.